All right, anyways, who cares? We're moving on. Are we gonna watch this video? Starloop, dude. I love Seth. Dude, this is the great thing about being like a little bit break, having a little bit break, is that you have a long enough break that Seth comes back with another video. I love to see it.
Sisters, Seth here. Let me tell you a vision of a future.
Wait, what?
Hey, Star Sisters, Seth here.
Hey, sister.
Let me tell you a vision of a future. In the future, white boys can finally jump with the help of a booster pack and, of course, low gravity. Humanity has spread across the stars in their multitudes of diverse races and cultures. The Red Guard, the Sons of Yakub, Hispanics, honorary Aryans, and the Mongolian Chindonesians now populate the vast expanse of space.
I remember, have you guys seen the picture of how humans are gonna look after like 100, 200, 500 years or some bullshit, where every race are basically just mixed up because we just like procreate to like different kind of races here and there and there. They look sick.
Naturally, we never did find a solution
from
for
South Park. No, it's a real it's a real AI generated photo from like 10 years ago or something. It's super old.
Paths are space pirate with a voice filter, or religious extremist. Parents send children away with teary eyes, knowing full well their offspring will grow up to become murderous bandits before putting on their own helmets and shooting up the 7-Eleven. And the PS5 still has no games. That vision is already here, Star Sisters, because the best game ever made,
Let's go, Star Sisters,
that will ever be made is already out, and there's no competition. Baldur's Gate? More like 3-hour unskippable gay sex scene. Starfield, a masterpiece where I can live out my fantasy
with a
of
wave
being
of my
a
finger and a flick of
Bangladeshi
my
man
dick. One
with
zap
a
from me
Bro,
will kill you quick, so get on your knees
I
to
swear,
suck
I
and go, but
launched
not
this
right now.
game
I've got
2
to go.
times. I know there's a lot of people that like Starfield. Holy moly. I launched this game 2 times. And I played it each time for 20 minutes. It was so boring. I don't get it. It's just okay. Maybe it's because I don't like that much like sci-fi stuff, but this game was probably the worst game I played this year. Is it? I'm trying to think if there's... Yeah, it's the worst game I played this. It's so bad. It's all the same guys, and everybody that you see the actual face to look freaky as hell.
Nice. Starfield wins Game of the Year for their food models alone. Just look at the grease on that sausage.
Ooh,
that's the difference
that's a
ray
fat
tracing
boy.
makes in a game like this, which runs buttery.
This kind of looks like gave me Left 4 Dead vibes. RTX off. Ooh.
Ray tracing makes in a game like this, which runs buttery smooth on my 4090, pushing a blazingly fast 17 frames a second. I'm quite fine with this since, according to the science, the human eye can only see 24 frames a second. Sometimes my saves get corrupted and I lose progress, but in my deep unhappiness I realize I get to have those unforgettable experiences all over again. We must imagine that we are Sisyphus, pushing the boulder forever uphill, for in the struggle we find meaning. Ask not what Todd Howard can do for you, but instead what you can do for Todd Howard. Ooh, a good game has memorable characters, but an amazing game is one where you don't remember a single person at all. Starfield is to role-playing what dementia is to the elderly.
Bro, what the hell is happening to the
Starfield is to role-playing what dementia is to the elderly. And now for a word from our sponsor.
It is so bad that you forget everything you've done throughout the whole process because it's so boring. Man, this is beautiful.
Flesh is weak. I crave the strength.
Tom, he has outdone himself. What a great game. There's no wonder that Phil Spencer, the CEO of Microsoft Gaming or whatever, has played Starfield 3 times. It's because he forgot about it every time he finished it.
And certainty of steel. I crave Displate.
Ooh. This is the most like base display I've ever seen. All I see is some gamer nonsense. Like this shit, bro, I love it.
Displate is a one-of-a-kind metal poster designed to capture your unique passions. But Seth, I hear you cry. I've already got my passions captured.
Captain Alex, that's the movie of the century.
Seth, I hear you cry. I've already got
this movie. Have you guys seen this movie? Zulu Tiger Mafia.
my passions captured. And how's that working out for you? What if you wanted to put up another one? Have fun wrangling the packaging, flattening it out, finding the right size poster frame, and of course, mounting the damn thing. Say goodbye to the hassle with Displate. All you have to do is open it up, stick on the magnets, and oh hey, we're done. Displate has a vast array of high-quality, official art to choose from, and they're always expanding their collection. Check out my top picks. We've got Dark Souls, Mortal Kombat, Sonic, and of course, Skyrim.
Did you guys see that there was a picture of Seth Rogen? Back off, crazy sister. I am not afraid. What? Use her? Okay.
Skyrim. In Todd, we trust. And if you're not a gamer, that's fine too. Displate has posters for every passion. Cars, ducks, Elon Musk. You want it? They've got it. Just think, you could have any one of these at your...
Wait. Oh, these are so good. Wait, is it working?
At your door in Elon Musk. You want it? They've got it. Just think.
Don't tread on me. Oh shit, you should get this. I'm a dad, veteran, nothing scares me.
Girl, oh my god! I lost!
I am a dad, granddaddy, and a veteran, nothing scares me. Wow.
You could have any one of these at your door in less than a week and on your wall in less than a minute. Just visit displate.com/SsethTzeentach or use code Seth for up to 40% off on all designs. Personally, you'll never see me with a paper poster ever again. I'm filing for divorce, taking the kids, and using Displate for all my future wall decorating needs. The strongest skill in this game, following tradition, is Persuasion, which lets you walk away from the last fight by saying, "What if we don't?" This system works by stringing random sentences together with a cadence of a crackhead until the recipient gets visibly uncomfortable and leaves, something that Highfleet would shamelessly steal. The true purpose of Persuasion, however, is to gaslight companions. Sarah is strongly opposed to the harm of innocent people, so appropriately, in the style of a cartel execution, I ventilate someone's cranium. She screams at me.
What the hell is the matter with you?
I persuade her that I'm sorry and I'm going to do better.
I'm not sure there's anything you can say at this point. As strange as that sounds, I suppose that's possible. Look, I realize things out here can be rough, so I'm going to let this go. For now.
And then...
Well, that solves it.
I do it again.
I accept who you are. I'm just not sure I can travel with you on this path you've chosen.
This is, single-handedly, the most entertaining thing in this game.
Just... try to be more careful in the future.
So you're telling me a game about everything in space, exploring space, finding aliens, lost civilization, planet, killing scavengers and space pirates. The most entertaining thing in the game is to talk to a woman. The gamer dream right there. There it is.
Otherwise, you'll find yourself traveling alone. I am not going to help you murder you and I.
The second most entertaining thing in this game is joining the pirate faction as a double agent, and in the process, becoming a trick in this game is
not going to future. Otherwise, you'll find yourself traveling alone. I am not going to help you murder you and I.
The second most entertaining thing in this game is joining the pirate faction as a double agent, and in the process, becoming a triple agent. I have chosen to join the war on terror. On the side of terror, I can play entire missions without shooting a single shot, because guess what? Half the entire game is now friendly to me. I watch caravans get lit up with the same interest as a youth in the projects witnessing a drive-by. The streets give, and the streets take. Story. I've had paranoid hallucinations with more coherence than the plot of this game. Spoiler, it's Skyrim in space. You must become Starborn to use the magical Fus to kill Parthenax.
Wait, there's magic in this game?
Cases other Starborn from other universes that you must defeat to go to another universe and start New Game Plus. Multiverse theory is appealing to fans of Rick and Morty because it implies the existence of a dimension where you haven't been molested. There's copium online that there's differences between universes and no run is the same. Yes, one place in the game changes. The emissary is always whoever dies in your current run, and there's a universe where Sarah is
that was kind of cute.
The emissary is always
Look
whoever
at these
dies
guys.
in your
Hi, baby.
your current run, and there's a universe where Sarah is a potted plant. Objectively, this is the best universe because she doesn't talk. Yet, I heard some people even romanced this creature. If you find such dialogue captivating, I recommend intimacy with a drywall.
I believe that.
My favorite part of the story was attending a funeral, only to interrupt it by starting a firefight. Almost everyone involved is an essential NPC, so the shootout will never end.
How did Seth make this boring ass game fun? How do you make this scenario? Like, what the hell are you doing, Seth? What kind of black magic do you have with video games? I don't. How does he make every game a fucking shit show?
Question: when we have an infinite amount of
where do I acquire this power?
We have no consequences. Anything we do can be undone by walking through a portal. So why can't we kill essential NPCs? Why even have the setting if you're not going to make use of it? This aggravates me to no end because everyone I want to shoot is a higher entity made of light. For example,
how did they not die?
A 200-year-old ship from Earth developed before the invention of the grav drive
has reached
the planet resort of Paradiso. You negotiate on their behalf and are given three options. 1. Send every colonist to work as an indentured slave for the corporation. 2. Pay out of pocket for a grav drive and send them to bother someone else. Or 3. Eliminate the last practicing Jew in the universe. I'm not making this up. There's a colonist on board who's preserved Hebrew rabbinical teachings. And the third option is the corporation asking you to destroy the ship. What the Austrian painter started, Todd will finish. What is this quest?
Wow. Good one, Todd. Good one.
Design. You present me with 3 terrible options, and my immediate response is to shoot up the board of directors. But I can't, because I'm not allowed to. Because the talent in this company has dried up and left a long time ago. But it doesn't matter because Bethesda spits out a game every few years for their target audience. Dads. I get it. You have 2 kids. You're in your...
That is fucking true. I think this game is probably most popular with boomers. Like, this game is slow, boring, and tiresome, and you forget everything the moment you start playing it. And you forget every 5 minutes you've done anything in the game. And it's perfect for the dad that works 9 to 5 with 20 kids, 7 wives, 20 Xboxes, and it just has too much, like, worries with the bank. He can sit down and he can play Starfield. He can spend his valuable 1 hour and play Starfield. And forget about everything. This is the perfect game for them.
Mid-30s, and you have time for exactly 3 games a year. I don't judge. We're all busy. But this game is immune to criticism because the people you're arguing with don't have that much time or investment. They see a crater, they soy pog, and then they leave. That's why if somebody defends this game, don't give them a hard time. They have it hard enough already between beating their spouse and their children. And they still say men can't multitask. Gameplay. This game features challenging and intriguing puzzles such as fit the shape into the shaped hole and replace the battery. Considering the majority of Xbox players have never replaced a smoke alarm, this is a novel concept as it requires
nice game design of the century. Holy shit.
Higher abstraction.
I'm not actually, you know what? I think they're listen, I think actually their lock picking thing is actually kind of all right. I don't think that's bad. I think that's the old, like, personally, that's the only game design thing I saw, which is just like thinking about opening a goddamn chest. That is fine. I thought that was interesting. But I've seen a lot of people, I've seen this on Twitter. I've seen like dumb people say, this is too hard for me. So they have some have made mods so that you basically just have one lockpick on everything and don't have to worry about anything. So it might be too hard for some. Maybe they should have added some things that make it easier. Maybe they have it. I don't know. But anyways, I like the lockpicking part.
to deduce that the ubiquitous chirp in the hallway is in some way quantum connected to the set of Duracell batteries you hold in your hand. Clearly, I didn't pay enough attention during character creation, as once I finished the game, I was very surprised to hear my character's voice.
You made it. I hope you're enjoying the view.
Not like I missed anything. There you go. All the perks are garbage. Wanted is one of 2 perks that actually does anything, because you get bounty hunters chasing you. The other being kid stuff, which gives Americans the experience of 2 loving parents that aren't divorced. For the nation holding the world record in broken homes, a stable family that aren't divorced. For the nation holding the world record in broken homes, a stable family is science fiction. I spent a bunch of time modding guns, only to find out that guns don't scale whatsoever. Attachments on lower-level weapons are a waste of time. Let me tell you how you're actually supposed to do it. You fly into a level 75 zone, but instead of being insta-killed, you cast Creator's Piece, which makes enemies drop their guns. You bring them back, tweak them on a workbench, and now you no longer have to complain about bullet sponges. Personally, I enjoyed shipbuilding. Yes, I'm aware of a hollow ship exploit, but I didn't really need it, because...
Oh yeah, by the way, the hollow ship exploit, I saw this. So apparently, all of the enemy ships are coded to shoot on the center of the ship. So if you basically design a ship that has no mass in the center, you basically are immortal and they never hit you.
All I ever do is one-shot the engine with electromagnetic and board their ship, after which I disarm them with Creator's Piece and individually fist fight the entire crew. It's really fun, and if I cast Parallel Self, I can roleplay.
That's not no, it's bad. It's just bad design.
At the Bangladeshi border. I found out companions don't use ammunition, which is convenient because for some reason this game lets you craft everything except ammunition, some of which is highly specific and not sold by most vendors. In contrast, crafting ingredients are sold by the dozen, trivializing their collection and destroying any incentive you had to find them yourself. So, I thought it would be interesting to try make my outposts self-sufficient, using only the resources I could find. It took me 2 full days before I found a planetary source of sealant. For reference, this is a common organic ingredient necessary for most structures. And where did I find it? Middle of nowhere on a toxic bio, meaning I needed to reach the bottom of a science tree and have free tiers into planetary habitation before I could make planetary habitation. So
that is I think there's I feel like Starfield, so they say that Starfield took 8 years of some bullshit to create. But I feel like there's so many easy game design decisions that could have been done, because there's so many game design flaws with the game itself that just makes it horrible. There's just like some small tweaks they could have done to make this way better. But I really think that they just thought about shipping out a product that's been majority worked on by third party just because they think that people will mod it and make it better. So they just don't give a fuck.
In case you're ever tempted to do what I did, don't. I remember once
the same
I
old
saw a live
engine. I don't.
video of some Chinese farmers throwing pigs into an open pit and setting them on fire with kerosene. Starfield allows you to not only recreate this video, but use it for infinite experience. What I did was set up several alien breeding facilities and boxed them in. Then I built a macro script to throw incendiary grenades at set intervals, firebombing all the cows, waiting for them to respawn, only to firebomb them again. I can leave my desk and come back several levels higher. Generally, however, Outpost development is a hellish experience, and that's because the game has no system to track how much you need and what you need. Your best bet for memorizing a recipe is using pen and paper. The alternative to that is jumping across load screens, walking to the vendor, buying what you assume is enough, returning to the outpost, only to find out you're missing like 2 adhesive and need to go all the way back. This game is an exercise in how many load screens can you tolerate before choosing to end it all. No wonder nobody ever got that Steam refund. We spent 2 whole hours docking and undocking. There's a lot of these transitional animations, and it's not that they're painfully goddamn slow, it's that I can't skip them. I understand.
Isn't it crazy? We have games now, like look at Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk has no loading screens anymore. They're gone. There's no more loading screens. You see the new Spider-Man game, there's no loading screens when you take when you jump in, like when you fast travel or anything. Isn't it a little bit embarrassing to release a game that has so many like static animation and loading screens in this year, where loading screens are literally removed from majority of the games as a AAA studio. I feel like it's embarrassing. No Man's Sky has no loading screen. I've not played that, so No Man's Sky has no loading screen as well. That is impressive. Like, look, why? I don't know. Maybe this is too morale or whatever. I don't know, but I feel like this is it's very embarrassing to release a game as a big studio like Bethesda, backed up by Microsoft now, to release a game with so many flaws, so many bad game design decisions, and they also have so much filler of loading screen. There's just so much clutter in this game.
That this is a small indie company and maybe resources are stretched.
They use a 10-year-old engine. Yeah, I mean, dialogue. That's not the consumer's problem to deal with. That's what they should have like thought about while seeing that the whole generation of gaming has evolved so much and removed all of these small, I wanted to use the word tedious. It's not really tedious, but small things that just waste time, because gamers nowadays have attention span like nothing. Yo, Jibu, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well, Jibu. Hey. The gamers have attention span like absolutely fucking nothing. And adding these in the new games where you have all of these loading screens, opening a door, boarding the ship, doing this and that, it is absolutely embarrassing to be a AAA studio and release it with that, because people don't have attention or want to even like sit down with these things. Because let's be real, this world, people are busy. People don't give a fuck about most. So having a game that's so dragged out, I can understand that. If you're like millennial, boomer, whatever, maybe you cannot understand it and think that a loading screen, it's just 2, 3, 5 seconds. Who gives a fuck? A younger audience do. A lot of actual game, like a lot of people now care about that, because we are being treated with decent games. We're being treated with the next gen engines where everything is going pretty smoothly. Everything, the things that you had to worry about before, they're gone now, and they're no longer looked as features. They're just like a part of the game. That's how the industry works. I saw a lot of people, a lot of game devs and stuff like that were so fucking sad and mad that Baldur's Gate 3 came out, because they were like, yo, this game is too good. We can't make good games like this. That ain't happening. So I think it's weird when AAA studios and other devs cannot follow along with everybody else that have progressed so much further with both design decision, engines improvements, and like coding, like improvement within coding and stuff like that. Because they're just going to be left behind. If Bethesda was not bought up by Microsoft, how do you think Bethesda would do like in 5 years? How would their stocks be in 5-6 years? I don't think Bethesda would do that great, because this game sucks.
And the NPCs that hit you with that fluoride stare. But when the solution is so simple and obvious, you can't help but ask,
hanging in there to November 30th? Yeah. Yo, Jibu, I made a character in WoW Classic Hardcore. I made it like 5 days ago to chill out and like at night and relax. If you're playing, oh dude, I'm excited for November 30th. We gotta make a new freaking we were making a guild with Asmund and stuff like that. It's gonna be good. We gotta hang out, Jibu. I've never sat down and hung out with you. We got a game a little bit when November 30 comes out.
Having no access to the construction set, the modding community has managed to fix many of the issues. However, even if they do release the toolset 6 months down the line, I don't really trust this company.
That was where I go when I want to relax.
Remember, the only reason we don't have paid mods is because of pushback. Believe me, they'll try again. The only potential...
Oh yeah, you guys remember that? Wasn't there a scenario with Skyrim where the new edition of Skyrim, they wanted people to, it was, okay, yeah, they wanted people to pay for the mods. Yeah, I remember that. Holy shit.
The release of a full construction set, Christ. Because the only way the
community is fixing our game and making it better. They had to also deal with transition of new versions of the games, so had to update old mods. But you know what the best spike is? You know how to piss off the community more? And you gotta pay to fix our game. Yeah, that's that's what you gotta do now.
To save this game is to wipe it clean and
I'm
make
down,
something
let's
else.
go.
Look,
We'll
I
make the
figured
guild
it out.
Discord and
I
hang
know
out.
why
Let's do
I'm
that.
so angry. I'm not angry at the game. It's not even that bad. I'm angry because I paid $100 for it. The king of a chess club has done it again. Each time because I paid $100 for it. The king of a chess club has done it again. Each time I tell myself,
he got your king.
Not this time. But I already know Todd's gonna tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies. And each time, I listen. I understand I've said some polarizing things, but in truth, I just needed a video because I signed a lot of contracts while drunk. So don't take anything I say seriously. It's all bait.
Expensive.
But what if it isn't? What if it's actually my unfiltered dog shit opinion? As always, more content to come because I'm legally obligated. A warm thanks to the many members of a Merchants Guild generously funding and bankrolling these videos. You're all truly wonderful. Have a good one.
Bro, Seth, I want to know how you managed to make every game a shithole. Like, I don't understand. I seriously don't get how Seth managed to make every single freaking game a absolutely disaster. This is beautiful. This is art. You make art and I love it. Thank you for the video. Holy shit, that was fun. What do you guys think? I think it was good. Like, you think, what do you think about Starfield? I feel like I've heard mixed reviews. I feel like majority of people don't like Starfield. But I've heard a lot of people enjoy it, and I say good for them. I'm happy that a lot of people are loving Starfield. I can see that with some mods, it would probably be a pretty decent game overall, but I don't know. It's not for me. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't have fun with it, but a lot of people are, so I'm happy for them. Hell yeah. Good video.